Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Oh, you're back. I just made you all a pot of tea. Better drink it while it's hot.
Boss Neff, you wouldn't believe how scary our day has been! Seriously, I am never, ever taking random jobs like that ever again!
Oh, come on now. You even faced the wild hunt and lived to tell the tale. What's left to be afraid of?
Wait a sec, how did you? Oh, right. Like you told us before, your business is dealing in information.
Huh? Boss Neff? The teacups? Why is there one missing? Did you think I wasn't coming back?
My. How could you think that of me? You know the rules. If a member of staff wants tea, they pour it themselves. Your cup's sitting safe and sound right there. In the...
Member of staff? Does that mean you're...
Wasn't that the deal?
Boss Neff! You're the best boss...
You never change, do you?
Nefer, that medicine we discussed before, the one for congenital Kuvaki sensitivity, I need you to get it for me.
And how do you expect me to find something like that for you in the middle of the night? You'll have to wait.
I need it right now.
All right.
Thank you. In a good way?
Who can say? I'll take it either way, so long as you don't start making a habit of asking me for ridiculous favor.
Traveler, Paimon, a lot has happened these past few days. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Hey, don't mention it. That's what we're here
for. You're right.
Tonight? Isn't it a bit...
The moon shines brightly this night. What better time for the Frost Moon Scions to usher in a new dawn for truth? Thank you for your kind words. But before I do, there's one more thing we need to deal with.
Oh yeah! Now that we have the moon...
You'll have to forgive me. I used too much of my strength in the battle earlier.
That's fine. We're gonna be a knock-cry for a while anyway, so there's no rush.
Thank you. But there's another problem. How...
Huh? Can't we just return it to your secret chamber?
The seal has been broken. Even if it were restored, now that the wild hunt has gotten in once, there's...
Oh, right.
Back when the Frost Moon Scion's bloodline still ran strong, in special circumstances, a moon chanter could act as a vessel, safeguarding the relic, but it is a grueling trial. As for me, I might be able to last 5.
Hold on. You'd be using your body as a vessel?
Yes. You can think of it like dropping a red-hot ball of iron into a bucket of water. How long the water lasts depends entirely on the bucket's size. Pardon?
Hey! That's not a bad idea! You've always held up pretty well against the...
It's not a...
But we're out of options, aren't we?
All right. Well... Here. Hold it in your hand. Feel its power. Imagine you're a lake. A cluster of stars. Let the moon become a part...
Whoa! When is he...
How is that? Are you feeling any discomfort? Astonishing. Not even the slightest hint of lingering fluctuations. It's as if all that power just sank to the bottom of the ocean. Well, looks like we won't have to worry about the wild hunt catching its scent now.
Phew! Paimon knew you have special abilities, but still, you never fail to amaze.
Hmm? Did I miss something just now?
Yes. And it was nothing short of a miracle.
Not something I'd be interested in then. Anyway.
Thank you, Nefer.
Please stop being so nauseatingly friendly. It's creeping me out. So, what exactly did you all go through during that wild hunt attack? I'd prefer to hear it straight from you. A phantom that can mimic the appearance of others. Quite different from what we've seen before.
Yeah, and both times it appeared, its goal was pretty clear. It seems like it was after the moon marrow.
And on both occasions, it was accompanied by the wild hunt, too. It appears there must be some close connection between the two.
I must say, I don't often see you look this serious, Nefer.
Too late in the day for thinking, that's all. We'll pick this up again later. You all feel free to keep chatting, though. Just don't forget to lock up when you leave.
On that note, Traveler, please keep the moon marrow stored within your body for the time being. We'll take it back off your hands as soon as the wild hunt's been taken care of. Once and for, of course. Anyway, if the two of you will excuse me.
Hey, we're coming with you!
That alone means more to me than you could ever know.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. It seems like the Moon Chanter has something important to tell.
I heard the relic's already been retrieved.
That's Our Lady.
Noble scions of the Frost Moon, my kin beneath the moonlight, I hereby declare the truth. Long have our ancestors looked up to the Frost Moon, guided by her serene light. Yet now, she lies hidden beyond the limits of the sky.
And so, Lauma began to reveal to the Frost Moon Scions a truth long hidden within her heart. A story of a false moon and the death of gods.
Kutar was indeed born of the moon. But that does not give us the right to reap without sowing, nor clothe ourselves without the toil of weaving.
As she spoke, some who listened were stunned into disbelief, while others seemed to awaken as if from a dream.
From this day forth, the road shall be paved with truth, and we shall...
After everything Lauma said last night, Paimon wonders how everyone's adjusting. Still, judging by their reactions at the time, it didn't seem as intense as Paimon might have imagined. Says, hey look, it's Lauma!
Welcome, both of you. The animals were most lively this morning. They told me of your coming.
Nothing too dramatic happened, did it? No one took it so hard that they went on a binge-eating rampage and, hey! Paimon's just trying to lighten the mood.
Thank you for your change doesn't happen overnight. And new ideas need time to take root. But although...
Although what?
Well, just as I thought might happen, some have chosen to leave the Frost Moon Scions for good. For them, losing their faith was like losing their home. Confusion, frustration, helpless.
Oh.
I respect their choice. May they if we meet again someday. Others sought me out after. They said they used to
Sounds like a win over...
Thank you. Though, do I really come across as...
well... Maybe just a little. To people who don't know you, you are kind of tall, especially if you consider the antlers.
I see. That's a bit of a hard one. My antlers tend to grow under the moonlight, so I can't quite help it. It brings me comfort to hear. By the way, how has your body been adjusting to... I'm glad to hear it. I've also suggested to Nefer that we meet within the next few days. We need to figure out how to counter this new manifestation of the Wild Hunt. But for now, let's just relax. I want to enjoy this feeling a little longer. Of...
The Wild Hunt assault on Star Sand Shoal, you mean? Huge wave. First I've ever seen of that size. Good thing it was so brief.
No, I mean there's been another to the north of Nasha Town.
What? How many does that make in the last couple of days now? What are the Lightkeepers playing at?
Can't be helped. There are only a handful stationed on our side in the first place, and the cannon hasn't been fixed yet either. They've been strained to breaking point for a while now, I'll bet.
I'm bugging out if this goes on much longer. And here you all told me this was a good place to do business. Fool me once, Hey now, this could be our big break. My second eldest brother made his fortune off Wild Hunt attacks, you know. Come on, let's get moving. There won't be anything left for us if we're late. Left for us to... scavenge? I did hear about an overturned cargo vehicle.
Hey.
Should have told them that those are dangerous thoughts. Guess you're right. Even if we solve this Wild Hunt problem, they'd probably just jump headfirst into some new danger if they thought they could earn some quick mora. Paimon will have you know that when it comes to staying out of trouble, greed and cowardice make the perfect match. Here in Nasha Town. Dying to know something, aren't you? Ha! Paimon can even guess what you want for dinner. She'll place the orders tonight. Anyway, let's just go, shall we?
Familiar face.
Whoa, those evaluations could not be more.
This is Sosi, Sergeant Major of the nearby Lightkeep.
Wait, that means...
He is Flynn's superior. As far...
A pleasure to meet you.
This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Hi
there. Indeed. The sooner we can get it firing again, the quicker we... 2 more Wild Hunt incursions have come sweeping in at different locations after the last one at Star Sand Shoal. Our manpower is already stretched at...
Hasn't Flint's gone back to your HQ to ask for
Has he now?
Yeah. That's what he said he was gonna do anyway.
He hasn't contacted me about that yet. Well, he does act outside the remit of his orders sometimes.
So, he made the call for backup on his...
Hard to say. Contacting H... And all the while, we're the ones who have to deal with the Wild Hunt. Which, we need to send our personnel where they're needed most. A single missive will not do much to change HQ's attitude, I fear. Flynn's understands this well. We usually sort our foes ahead of time. I finished the preliminary dispatch.
Okay. Ugh. Hurry up, I know. Fix this, I know.
Could you at least tell me...
Well, that's your fault for firing too... Sorry, what?
In layman's terms, this refers to wear and tear. As such, a machine is more liable to fail the unhappier it becomes. The exact probability here would be...
All right. I'm not good at this stuff, I know that. But let me stress that we Lightkeepers are the
And I'd say that was a good deal. Do you even know how much it would have cost you if you bought all the parts legit?
Reminder, your future snack budget will have to be halved without the long-term commission payment, I know. Calculating a viable and cheaper option.
What? No! Absolutely not! Wouldn't this place be crawling with more monsters?
That might not be the concern you think it is. The monsters of the Wild Hunt are only active in the immediate vicinity of its attacks. We Lightkeepers will also keep an eye on those areas, both to monitor them. That said, I'm afraid I can't wait 3 hours before dispatch.
And here's where my need for manual labor comes in. There are some checks I haven't finished yet, but with your help, Wait! But we don't know a thing about this stuff. How much help will we be? You'll be fine, trust me. Just take this. Oh, and this. Whoa! This book is so heavy! And what is this? You can use Beep Boop Pizza to run diagnostics on the cannon. It'll tell you what to do. And this book will help you understand Beep Boop Pizza.
This cannon was built using more than 50 components from different factories and manufacturers. Aino has bound the manuals into...
So, it's manuals all the way down, huh? Yep. And if you're quick about this, we might...
I'll go with you.
Nice! So you'll check the outside and Anefa inside. Come find...
Instructions received. Please...
Hey! A little snacking will also improve my efficiency by 2/3. Isn't Beep Boop Pizza just following us around?
I've watched Anefa perform routine repairs before. It seems some sort of maintenance port.
Ah, so you're in the know. Nice. What is it?
Now that I'm not so sure of. Let's search around together and see what the robot reacts to.
Works for Paimon. Is this it? Probably not. Or this one? Oh, ew!
That thing over there looks promising.
Where? Oh, yeah! It does! Let's try it out! Whoa! It's flying! Does that mean we got it right? So, what do we do now?
Still, it's impressive how you figured...
Paimon's up next! Along with this stupidly heavy book. Ugh, the matching result for this symbol is...
Well, as they say, no news is good.
Yeah, guess you're right. Just feels like we did all this stuff. Paimon's getting the hang of this now. It's this thing, right? And this time... Huh? Why are you angry? Oh... Huh. Looks like its expressions are also prompts of a kind. Which page is that on? Oh... We need to take note of the order in which its eye colors change. Purple, red... What? So now we've got musical prompts too? Weren't you only supposed to be a beeple? Alright, one final stop. This was quite a trip, huh?
Agreed. I must say, you two have a talent for maintenance.
Good eye.
Really, I'd have liked to share the load, but you were...
Ugh. Couldn't you have mentioned that early? A pictorial prompt this time. Don't worry, Paimon's just about... we gotta take note of the flashing patterns. One yellow flash, nothing for 2 seconds, then 2 yellow flashes means the components here are overdue for regular maintenance. Maintenance is a high priority task. The description of... Phew, that was a...
Yeah, good work indeed. But... Well, looks like we're all good. We can remove this thing now. No clue, frankly. But, what? I'll go get the replacement component. We should... What do you think?
You know what? Paimon took him for the stony type at first, but let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement component. We'll be done here once we put it on.
Allow me to check against the recorded data. Yes. This component is approaching its replacement deadline. The cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing platform will become misaligned. This part is
Huh. So, if the cannon isn't fixed in place...
a novel analogy. But this component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par, and there are estimated waiting time remaining. 7 minutes.
Yaha! Dessert's just the best after a hard day's work.
Certainly. It will be ready shortly. Observation. Freshly baked krumkake results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness indices. As such, I activated an internal heater before starting repairs.
Thanks for the treat. Aino's lucky to have you. Thanks. Things went great over here, too. So, as we agreed, I'll have the cannon up and firing in no time.
Understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town and have them make preparations for the shock.
And I'll inform the Ratniki stationed around Wild Hunt anomalies to make sure they fall back in a timely... Thanks for your kind assistance. I better make a move. Ratniki...
Righty then. See ya! Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it...
That is correct. A huge crowd tends to gather on its own accord on such occasions. Pure, bright energy rays have never failed to inspire obsessed admirers. If you are interested, you can come back later to...
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we didn't want to see it in action. Oh yeah. Wonder where that strange phantom went. Never mind what it's doing. Let's try our luck at the flagship. See you later, guys. Just be sure not to miss my Is it just Paimon? Or are there more people here now? And maybe, just maybe, let's get some of their berries and... Oh, come on! Why so uptight?
Excuse me, are you guests? If you wish...
No, we're not heading back to our room. Are we not allowed in here right now?
That is correct. Only those familiar with our ways already, I see. But here in Nodcry, channels hold equal value to Mora. I am but a lowly employee, so you'll have to forgive my inability to help in this matter.
It's fine. Can't be easy being you. Looks like we'll have to switch channels then. Never, right? The Curatorium does seem to already have an amazing intel net, but if we ask her straight up, she'll likely squeeze us for all we're worth. Ooh, Paimon's got a plan! Lauma got Never to help her prep some medicine. We'll be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Lauma to help us use the Moon Marrow. If Never doesn't mention a payment, we can cash her services in as a favor. If she does... The thought of Mora made it worth the effort of thinking up. Hey, Black Cat, we're here! Oh, it's you this...
Hello, you two. What's up?
Not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later, so we can deliver the...
How thoughtful of them. Well, the faster the delivery, the better. Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment.
Don't mind if we do then.
Oh yes, I'm sure you've all heard about what's going on. Nasha Town's in turmoil, and right now everyone wants intel. Whether it's to strike it rich, save...
Ah, so you're busy making Mora. How nice.
It's not all good news, I'm afraid. We're stretched so thin that our clients have taken to compete. The price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed.
She cornered us right away.
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the Wild Hunt. It affects everything we do, yet the number of people...
That That doesn't sound too hard. If you need something delivered, hit us up and consider it sent.
Is that so? But... no. Is there now? You should have said so sooner. Far be it for me to extort you of all people.
What's there left for us to say here?
More like our common perspective. Most who live here only wish to defend their own interests. But...
More like make a profit off the wild hunt. Paimon doesn't believe a word she says.
The number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times, too.
Well, that's...
We might squeeze some advantage out of chaos, but equally, chaos could uproot everything, and what business would there be left should it end in some great slaughter, or put to flight many who call Nasha Town their home? And as I understand, the two of you are here in Nodcry to follow a trail of clues yourselves, no?
Well, yeah.
In that case, we should keep Nodcry the paradise people say it is. At least, until our respective goals have been accomplished. You must understand, no force exists here that would inspire unconditional unity amongst all parties. After that incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe you. Your selflessness is admirable, to be sure, and rare around these parts. Though it's rare, just a shame that our mysterious phantom has hidden itself well. Between that and its ability to shift shapes, it will no doubt be a most slippery customer. Really, I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain. We make a good team, after all, don't you think? You front and center.
That does make sense. Sorry, Neff.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon.
Wait, so you are ready to—
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when I might bring this up the moment you entered.
But...
Hey, boss, I'm back. Huh? Oh, you guys are here too?
Indeed they are. In fact, they've volunteered to deliver the medicine to Lauma on our behalf. And totally free of charge. Such kind souls, aren't they?
Really? Great!
Huh?
Haven't I...
Well, we better get this medicine delivered pronto. Huh? Surely not. The special medication from...
wait. That can't... it was raining back there, so... could it have happened while I was resting at the store? Sorry, boss.
Hey! Slow down, you might get hurt!
Well then, any plans?
Oh, we were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it. The townspeople are a bit wary of us, and we...
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today.
Huh? Can you get us an invitation?
Oh, come now. What are we, sticklers for the rules?
Lady Nefer, a pleasure to see you. Oh, and our guests from earlier, I see.
That's right. My apologies. Consider it my fault for not having explained the banquet's rules to them beforehand.
Oh no, it was no trouble at all. Please, do come in.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Not even an invitation check? Oh. Paimon didn't realize Nefer... Finally.
Pardon me? I'm sure we're all having a good time. I give you to...
Are you serious? Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said. The special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then.
Ah, I see. A new face for the bar.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar face. No wonder.
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure. Wanna order a glass?
Sounds intriguing.
I spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your
How'd you set this all up so quickly?
Well, as long as you know what both sides... The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this a trial run, with the list of drinks brought out in advance. Demyon will assist you, serving guests with, of course, every guest will...
Got it! We'll give it a try!
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some...
Hello. How may I... Good work. Now then.
Ever consider returning to Snezhnaya?
What I would kill myself with frightening things.
You're here to sign up with the Fatui. Make sure your paperwork is all in order.
Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. I wouldn't have come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad.
You're here to
We
sign up
still
with the
got the
Fatui.
light keepers.
Make sure your paperwork
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. They're stuck with the wild hunt here. The Snezhnayans can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith in that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Hello. How may I... Good work. Now then.
I doubt the Snezhnayans will stand idly by if this wild hunt problem gets any worse.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Just leave it over there.
Bet you some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
You've got a plan for
Here's
that
the thing.
then?
Hard to say.
Can't live life
But what I
without
can
a
say
little
is that the
spice.
situation in Nashitown will get out of hand if that cannon isn't fired soon. That gun's a symbol. The most solid proof that ordinary folks like us can stand up against the wild hunt.
Wait. What are you angling for exactly? is still of value to those who control it.
Of course. Well, that's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Nashitown. And we're putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
Seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
Hello. How may I assist? Good work. Now then, get the drink to the guest. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Oh, so this order was yours, huh?
Indeed. So, and...
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet...
Paimon doesn't recall there being any up...
Then come... Hints is the name. I help out...
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet ya.
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, alright?
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean, I wouldn't even have this job if it hadn't been for your help back then.
So, you've known each other a long time?
That's right. I came to Nodcry with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I hadn't met Nefer. She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich Guild, which is how I slowly carved out a living for myself.
That's a huge favor. Huh. So Nefer can be a nice person sometimes, huh?
Well, I'd also say she needed... Come now. Aino's talents are better spent on issues bigger than basic machine repair and component manufacture. I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be a trainee who couldn't weld a wire to save it. It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could...
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't Sosie have a mechanical arm too?
That's right. One of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of them. Nowadays, I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid, if you can believe it. I wouldn't have, had you told me my future when I first arrived here. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I...
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you...
I have heard of humanoid shapes being sighted. Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. After all, no ordinary person could survive an assault. Does this have anything to do with our current wild hunt crisis?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ear to the ground for you. And naturally, my lips will stay tightly sealed.
Then we'll take our leave. Enjoy your drinks. He's a social man. You can often find him here chatting with friends, since he's never heard of the wild...
Huh. That does sound worth noting. How about we go talk to a few more...
A good idea. And one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Let me show you how it's done. Come, back to the bar.
Thank you for waiting, everyone.
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand.
Joining us, new guy?
We'll pass.
No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Nope.
But...
That's more like it.
Since we have a new friend with us, the wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer. The drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol. With that last further divided, and spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. Otherwise, you get one during a round of drinking. One participant may choose another with less.
This sounds like it might favor those.
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know.
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type.
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided to sponsor a grand prize for this. A single serving of Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me? A chance to drink Dark Horse and not cry?
Dark Horse. Guess we'll have to take part now, huh?
Indeed. The Dark Horse could be your... And if our lucky winner can drain the whole...
High risk, high reward.
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow me to get the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Let's go!
Wow, this is kind of intense.
Oh, my turn, my turn. All right, man, fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all been coming from?
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild. Mind introducing me sometime?
Ugh. A normal drink, huh?
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last laugh.
I gotta say, you monsters really know your alcohol. These recipes are super good. Teach me, would ya?
I was wanting to ask about your wife. Your wife.
You're up.
Whoa! New face.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you be alright? You want to just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa! He actually downed it in one.
Nice job! No wonder you monstatters have such a reputation. Me? Well, what do you think? Monsters, of course. Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Just took off as fast. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good-for-nothing if my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you'd want to see.
I see some downcast faces. Why, have we all hit our limit?
Says who? I'm still raring to go.
Because you didn't drink that much.
Hello, sir. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order.
Are they? Same as usual then? 1 die, 100,000 mora.
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to...
Oh, so this is a business deal.
So, let's go over this again. 1 die, 100,000 mora.
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations where it has appeared. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary. On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog, so the disaster cannot spread quickly.
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then I won't beat around the bush. Here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including the locations they'll soon be bombarding.
That's a lot.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why everyone's so worked up.
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt after all. Adventurers do that too. And maybe some just go...
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-Wild Hunt.
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. One, that some new force is... The odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. Never mind. If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter train of thought.
Paimon doesn't really get it. What would anyone gain from doing...
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing...
Please, stop. This is all I've got for you.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might start thinking me a bully. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence, have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a Wild Hunt anomaly? Or experiencing something akin to, say,
No, nothing like that.
nothing at all, hmm? Not even for 50,000 Mora? Either you don't—
Hey! No means no, all right? This is about my dignity as an intel broker. Mora doesn't—
Okay.
You really are the same as ever.
And you've learned quite well.
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather dishonest dealing, if I may say, as luck would have it. He would only purchase information from me when he was just about done.
Ooh,
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that, but in any case, I believe that's all we'll get. Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all together.
well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom, apart from our encounter on Star Sand Shoal.
Indeed. And we have—
What in Teyvat could that phantom be planning?
Agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting Nod— What you encountered must have been something special. In which case, two questions arise. Who is this? I'll continue investigating along these two lines. We can reconvene again if any progress is made.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, isn't the cannon about to go off? I was watching it the whole way back, praying it wouldn't fire.
Huh. So you're interested in that big gun?
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even tens of thousands of parts, fused in such a way that it can operate smoothly. Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like a miracle created through countless careful calculations.
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work can wait for a while.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll—
might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything, you know?
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too.
Oh, for sure. One shot, one kill, problem solved. Simple and practical. Just the way we like it. And even if that wasn't how it worked, just listen. If only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts—
Really? They think that?
Hey, look! It's starting!
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing to fear now.
Awesome! Felt that one in my bones.
Whew. That sure was powerful. And pretty dazzling, too.
I feel so alive right now. Overtime. Ha! It's gonna be a piece of cake.
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, why don't you go work for Aino?
That's what we call drawing a line between your work and your hobbies. I've got some mechanical talents, sure, but this job I have now, no one can do it. Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Huh. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head over to Hisi Island. Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if any. Hey there, Llama! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. I believe it will take a few weeks more. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with...
And it's all...
No, I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that Phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourselves. In any case, please, come this way.
What do you see? What? Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly...
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her. And see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait! Here you go! This is the medicine when you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutara, but we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then. Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay? It's like... Wait, it's not that bad, is it? I sense the moon's power.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time? Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh. Very well. Give me your hand. Back to Earth. My thing. Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better? Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. Fascinating. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time. Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right? It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon. So it does have to do with... Wait, what? Did you not know this already? Lauma just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it. And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon. But Lauma also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that? There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort. Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have moon's marrow with us, no one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the frost moon's marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the frost moon's power?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess? You do not wish to become one?
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of... I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Lauma did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it detects the marrow...
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Does it...
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm. And he had a consuming fixation on the moon.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name?
I only know what others called him. The Reikir of Solnari. Huh. There was that title too. Yes.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rerir, one of the 5?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the Cataclysm, but when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no...
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners, that's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that?
That's your... ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt, too. Did you just...
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler?
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean, when our spaceship first landed.
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Nothing to it. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
Where?
Aether, come on, we have to leave this.
What?
Hey!
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time. But Lumine found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so. Paimon can't stop you, but still. Ooh.
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki, like this.
Ooh, looks like a shield.
Can you sense it? Now, try to maintain it. You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh? Are you always here, Columbina? It's kinda dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frostmoon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kinda tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
The Raker of Solnari. Let's keep this news. But if this Rarier, it...
Yeah. Things might be... Exactly. Whatever the case, as it happens, we...
Thank you. In addition, the winds have changed. Whether our foe is the Fatui or...
Let's see...
Come, children. It's time to offer up your prayer.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! Listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation!
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or what. You were there when we fired it, right? Is that true? But, well, we'll just get a Nepha to go grab him and tie him down.
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which with more than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single...
You sure have been looking forward to...
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nagcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure.
I know.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating, remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's...
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago?
Yeah. It's still new news. So, not many people are in... I'll send a Nepha over to Nashi Town with some flour.
Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't...
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's Sergeant Majors. His character has also received commendation.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Hey! What do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene.
Got it. Let's go then. You coming over?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
All right. We'll see you later. This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of us Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never! When did...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but You sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in if you...
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the...
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable...
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir and...
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nashita.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in disguise to obtain them. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's Yes.
Then we've got to find him before...
Steady now.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll The beach is all yours. I'll stay.
Oh, right. Before we go, should we reveal Rerir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey! Why you
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up, setting aside the matter, tossing him into a... And think about it. Once people learn that he can mask unease grip...
Yeah, you're right.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once, this light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt...
All right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hey, you! monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it, huh? Why isn't it giving The fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that?
How should the Savior save themselves?
Shine down! Busted! Laid bare!
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Operisos. Sí, oeremos. Yamalune katsesi forambo kalu. Indio selu Lucine so. Sebi kestul.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now! escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times. Though I could not destroy him completely, but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp.
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rarer. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well...
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rarer could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kuvaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah.
So not only is this Rarer ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too.
You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into... Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he worked so hard.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him... Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerere's head.
Oh. At least we know.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rererer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got to trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. If there's anything else you'd like to look into... Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in.
For now.
Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Something the matter? Huh. It looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud!
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for... Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But
to sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world, he would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels. Let's look again more closely. Well, that makes... When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might...
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words...
That's right!
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like...
Sosi. Oh. So the rumors I heard... You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our we can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the light.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the...
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no... Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it works? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually.
Yeah, we should totally get some...
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my...
Well, guess what...
That would be good, yes.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take...
I suppose we could all take a moment to... Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might...
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the...
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Yeah! You're covered in...
All right, your deductions have been quite correct. You know humans well, but some things that humans...
So... you mean...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all...
Is that why you chose to help?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them, so joining up seemed the most convenient. Well, I believe it. Nonetheless, Tomorrow I shall go and...
Will you need us to get you where you...
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a back...
Can you even go back there right now?
Thanks for the reminder. And even if someone is...
All right then. We'll...
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this as...
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow. So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here? We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are...
Resting? We're all about to be done for! Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here...
Or are you in Coop?
What happened? But we were so careful last night. What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we do? It's not like all the unusual stuff... Okay!
Hey! Let us in!
My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Seek? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any goop?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to... Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right, all right. I suppose that's the only way.
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you...
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain. So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something.
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the wild hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No, and amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about them?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got while everyone was super focused on the argument.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing.
Aw, come on, boss.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important.
Might he intend to come back and get it later?
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my... I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rare shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rare's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loud. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them.
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow.
Then we best act fast.
A feeling we all share.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt.
Works for me. Enough and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the...
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together.
Never mind you. This is a first for me.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now.
Gotcha!
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right? Someone's guarding this place just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes, but it is also our most efficient option. To expose the true intentions of this Rarir, we need to dive into Nodcry's history.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint's? Do these things just kind of...
Many strange things happen here, but
But that file really did... Hey! Come out!
Wild Hunt phenomenal?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints?
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay. Phew! Finally, Finn!
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together.
All right. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a small... And look. All these...
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby soil completely drained.
Kuvaki and the Wild... We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis... Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies,
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
what are you referring?
Oh, we had a
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rarir, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the...
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with... It begs the question. What make... That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's...
It's carrying a letter!
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rare's doing. But why?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
Huh, what should we do?
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rare. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is...
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna...
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only... This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous...
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow in their folly. The townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams. But now it seems useless to you.
That is my corpse.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me, sooner or later.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by...
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself. But each time, the fragments I obtained were, while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki and...
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from...
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may... What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand still. I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
without my say-so.
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarear's. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are...
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also,
Well, about that...
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Let me over there. What are they gonna do? Stop me?
They might. If Rarear has already formulated some counter... For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries it will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. Oh, you're back. Hmm? The Traveler won't make it back in time.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would he go there?
Assessing risk level.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the...
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you...
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others...
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene, but you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start and it is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to be. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their life. Please, have faith in our
Thank you, my lady.
Then come. I need you to step forward along.
All right.
Seems we chose the right person for...
Huh? You're not coming...
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you...
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves. We won't let you act. This creature, aren't you?
Time to teach you a lesson. You leave this to us, Lady Moonchanter.
Moon-Chanter, go!
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the
cannon is all yours.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa.
Orders received and immediately...
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the foe.
Let's go, Inefa. This way up. Let's go, Inefa. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Let's get out of there!
Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle-Duckle, what are you doing here? Ready? Don't flop! Ding dong, weather bomb!
Preparing for dust-up. Insulation chamber deployed.
You on this!
Accelerating.
Look, the rainbow! Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
couldn't take out one of my own designs, huh? This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded.
Aw, alright.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, inti ipotuftos. Inekritus necrus baptisi, que omnes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur misurucru, topia tua ition veraton.
Well, that's not...
Sluggish. Torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
Pitifully, Granddaughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
Matters not. Having a heart. Being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly you.
mad or not. Does anything in this world.
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash. But battles just...
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head. And don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all...
That was none of your business!
And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you. I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourself. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride, too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please, call me Flint's. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Riri's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't...
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence. That means it's safe out there for now.
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbine. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah! The cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength. It seems my time.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize, but the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into... I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it.
That's right. And it still works on normal Wild Hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flint's, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them.
My thanks for that.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often?
Point. I suppose that's one way.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to come with? There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course. Slowly, I have achieved to... Perhaps his end was tragic. Every shadow born...
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. But we will pursue him to the last. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
Oh, what are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not Lightbearer. With your blood, you have paved the road, even as we hurry on, until it closes it. Thank you for every...
Hey, it's the Wanator! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nash...
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However... Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear, now that he has donned a shape and form. Selling his power short would prove a fatal, but that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons, or perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation. Well, Zandrone's daily... Was that... Well then... Have you been to that experimental... And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you... But after our previous attempt, perhaps someone has certain truths they... And I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs... That is where the answers lie.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
An impressive bounty.